this week's topic, as we roll through the top 10, I shouldn't say the top 10, but the 10-step training that we've been going through is treating your business like a business. That's right, step five in the 10-step training program is treating your business like a business. And I want to discuss that, and I have a short period of time to do it in, but I want to make sure you're taking some copious notes because we're going to roll through a lot of information in a very, very quick pace. First of all, let's talk a little bit about setting up your office, because if you're going to treat your business like a business, you've got to make sure that you've got a space in your home that you can call your own. Whether it's in your home, whether it's in a building, whether it's in your car, you've got to have a space that you can call your own so that you can make the transition easier from home to working environment, and you can get in the zone a lot easier when you're in that space. So find a place to call your own. The next thing is you got to have a cordless phone with a mute, flash button, and headset. Headset's critical. I don't care if you're talking off a cell phone or if you're talking off a wireless phone. You do not want to just have that thing up to your shoulder all day long, or you're going to deal with some serious neck cramp, and that'll cause fatigue and headaches, and it won't allow you to project the kind of energy that you need through the phone. A flash button is important because you're going to use that on a regular basis to three-way call your mentor and other individuals in the company for third-party validation. And a mute button is critically important because you participate in a number of different conference calls where you need to mute yourself out so that others can't hear that, the noise in the background that you may be dealing with. Three-way calling should be on your phone system. Call waiting ought to be a part of that. Make sure you got a good voicemail system set up. And it also helps to have a voice recorder with an adapter to record or play back into the phone. Why? Over the years, there's been a number of individuals who have come to me and said, listen, Bob, you've mentored and trained so many individuals who have gone on to be seven-figure earners in this industry. Will you work with me? And there's been a few times where, I've said, okay, I've got some time and I can make this happen. Here's what I want you to do. I need you to record yourself making outbound phone calls. I need you to record yourself making follow-up calls. And then I need you to submit that recording together with your appointment book so that I can see exactly how busy you've been and what in the world you're saying to these prospects. It helps me to really get a gauge on where they're at in the business. And it will help you as well if you're doing self-inventory to go back and listen to yourself once you've recorded yourself making a few of those prospecting and follow-up calls. When I say you need an adapter to play back into the phone, here's the great thing about it. You can record testimonials from top income earners like Jason Nedrow, and then you can do a quick intro to your prospect and say, listen, I was having a conversation the other day with this incredible individual, and I asked them to just share a little of their story and say a few words. And then you hit the play button. You can play their testimonial right back into the phone. It's a tremendous way to infuse a little third-party credibility into the conversation, even if you can't get that individual live. So take advantage of technology. The other thing you're going to need is a computer. Now, that ought to be a given. The internet, because you've got to be able to access webinars and business centers and online education. Email is a given as well. That's something I don't have to really talk to the group a lot about these days. I did 5 or 6 years ago, but not today. The next thing is I would encourage you to get a business journal. And the reason why is because you're going to want to keep a daily log of your business activities, of conversations that you have, of agreements that were created, or of promises that were made. So you can always reference back to that journal, because I'm here to tell you that the dullest pencil is sharper, than the mind that you have. I know there was a really great phrase in there, but I totally blew it. The point is this. If you write it down, it's fixed in memory. You can refer back to it on a regular basis so that if your memory gets a little foggy or clouded, it can be sharpened up by the recorded journal entry. You want to make sure that you've got things recorded. Talk a little bit about Business Center training. Now, once your independent marketing affiliate application's been accepted and you have your Renatus ID number, well, now it's time to get familiar with your Business Center. Let me just tell you that when you access your Business Center, there's so much to see. Let me back out of this presentation very quickly. Let me pull over the Renatus website here. We'll take a look at your Business Center. All you need to do is go to www.myrenatus.com, log into your Business Center. You can see that I've already put my email address in and saved my password. So when I log in, it's pretty easy. As you log into your Business Center, oh, looky there, it's reminding me I need to renew. I'm going to click beyond that for this discussion. But now I can go through and I can review all of the important articles and news that has taken place in Renatus simply by scrolling down or clicking on any one of these little links right here. I can go in and I can actually activate my Renatus Investor Pro software. If you're a Premium Plus or an Extreme Plus package holder, you have access to the Renatus Investor Pro software. You ought to be activating that. That's where you do it. You can learn about, the advertising guidelines and advertising materials simply by clicking here, and you can go in and you can download business cards, flyers, tickets, a number of things by accessing the advertising materials section in your Business Center. But if you move forward and you go up to the Communications tab, this is where you'll be able to find out where events, webinars, team calls, and special things that are taking place around the country, when they're being held, who they're being held by, and you can get all the particulars by simply accessing the calendar events. You can also enter into CAMS your guests so that you can register them for events, making it easier for them to be checked in. Get access to the advertising materials, corporate documents. That's where you'll find your IMA guide. That's where you're going to find other important information about the company. Corporate emails. If you ever are concerned that you missed an email from the company, all you need to do is go into the corporate email section, and guess what? There it is. You're going to be able to get access to it. You can manage your own calendar. There's a number of great things you can do. If you need to take a look at the individuals that you have registered as guests, well, you'll find that under People, managing your guests or managing your organization. Training. You'll be able to get access to webinar recordings and videos that are a part of the training program. And in time, this entire 10-step training program will be in this section under the Training tab. Education. If you have purchased an Essentials program, here's where you access it. If you purchased Accelerated Investor Training, here's where you access it. If you want to register for the college and you are either Essentials purchaser or an Extreme Plus purchaser, well, then you can do that. If you need to designate a learning partner to come with you to the college, you can do that here. If you want to access all the incredible real estate forms that we have available, we've got a ton of contracts, agreements, forms, and addenda that is all a part of this section right here. It's in your Business Center. You go to your account. Now you can take a look at your commission history, find out what commissions are pending, find out about how you've listed your personal info, and set yourself up to receive text messages so that when you have commissions coming, you'll get a nice little forewarning. Those are great text messages to receive. Reports, well, I get a whole lot of reports you don't, so I don't need to go into that section. But when it comes to order entry, once again, it's all right here. Folks, you've got to get familiar with your Business Center because this is really the lifeblood of your business right here. It's simple. It's easy. Trust me, you're not going to break anything. Go in here, click around, tour the site, figure out how things work. It will serve you extremely well, and it will help you and your business to thrive. Now, let's get back on task here and move into our presentation once again. Business Center training, that's up to you. Get familiar with what's going on there as soon as you get your Renatus ID. The next thing is that you want to really brush up and get familiar with the Renatus marketing tools that are available to you. The Renatus Pro Marketing System. There's so much involved with the Renatus Pro Marketing System. So many things that are available to you to help you really build your business and thrive in this environment. I don't have time to get into all of the details surrounding each of these incredible tools, but I will encourage you to go to www.renatuspro.com. Take the online videos, go through the training materials, see what this powerful online marketing system has to offer, and you will then come to know why I endorse it, I promote it, and I've got the leaders out there teaching and training on it on a regular basis. I want you to have this tool. Now, there's a fee associated with this tool. Prices range anywhere from $29 a month to about $89 a month. But trust me, it is worth every penny and so much more because it will tell the story for you. It will help you in the follow-up process. It will help you in the closing process. It'll help you to maintain contact through the system with your prospect. There's autoresponder emails that go out. There's video presentations. So much. Get familiar with Renata's Pro Marketing System. Next thing is, another tool that you have available to you is the company website. I hope that you understand what tool is available to you in www.myrenatus.com. Make sure that you're up to speed on how that website flows so that you can use it as a tour site for your prospects. Get your business cards printed. All you got to do is go to the Business Center in the advertising section. They're there. You just need to add your personal information to that card, take it to a printer, and get the thing printed up. Now you're in business. Flyers, brochures, signs, banners, intensive and opportunity presentation tickets, they're also available in the advertising section of your Business Center. Online videos and testimonials. You need to get familiar with the tools you have available to you to help tell the story, follow up, and train your new prospects and new IMAs on how to build a business. There's also PowerPoint presentations that are available in the advertising section of your Business Center. These are the tools of your trade. Now, a tool is what any professional uses to increase the speed and efficiency with which they get the job done. I encourage you to learn the tools of your trade. Another tool, finding a good CRM tool. Now, CRM is an abbreviation. It stands for Customer Relationship Management. There's a few suggestions. Here's a few suggested systems. Number one, I'm going to tell you, go to renatuspro.com. If renatuspro.com doesn't have everything that you're looking for, Oprius is another inexpensive but wonderful customer relationship management tool. Salesforce.com also has a great CRM tool. You can check those out as well. Now, there's some other contact management tools that are available to you. Renatus Pro has those as well. Daylight is one. Act is another. These, again, will help you to organize your day, manage your prospects, make sure that you got good follow-up campaigns established, and help you to help them see the reason why they should join this great company. We also have something called a monthly subscription program. The monthly subscription program is this. Participation allows you to participate in local events. Now, there's a local business builder fee program that allows you to attend and bring an unlimited number of guests to local events established through the event host. And anyone can become an event host. I would encourage you to do this. There's a lot of details surrounding the business builder fee program. Every host is going to do it just a little bit different. One host may say, okay, in my business builder fee program, if somebody pays that fee each month, they're going to get to come to Super Saturdays, they're going to get to come to intensives, they can come to cash flow games, they can come to workshops, they can come to real deal tours, they can come to a lot of different things, all for one fee. Another event host may say, well, we've got to be able to monetize our market. So in this market, Super Saturdays are included and intensives are included, but everything else is kind of on a per fee basis. What you've got to do is go in and get the details of what your local business builder fee program consists of. The easiest way to do that is refer to the calendar of events that's found in your own personal business center. And I also want to make sure that everybody understands where the monthly business builder fee goes. The company allows our event host to use the company's merchant account so that they can collect the funds for the business builder fee. But the company turns around and sends that money right back out to the event host. We don't keep it. We send that money to the event host so that it supports and pays for the local event costs. So that you are in business and stay in business, you need to make sure that you're supporting your local event host, and this money supports them, ensures the health and longevity of your market, make sure that you've got an opportunity to build. Now, the expense of that fee is easily recouped through the commissions that you earn. So I would hope that you would look at this as an investment in your business and not a cost to your business. All right, a little bit more on the monthly subscription program. You don't have to participate in the business builder fee program. If you choose not to, well, you may still plan to attend local and national events. That's okay. You just got to remember that if you don't participate in the business builder fee program, you're going to be charged a per event fee, which could substantially add up to more than the local business builder fee if you attend multiple events. Now, if you choose not to participate in any of the currently calendar events, you're free to host your own events and charge a business builder fee so that you can support that event and pay for that venue. Just a little side note, attendance at regional and national training events is not included in the local business builder fee program. Those are additional add-on value that we create, and those will be charged for on a per attendee basis. All right, leading by example. Let's talk a little bit about this. You want to treat your business like a business? Well, this is where the rubber meets the road. Product purchase in Renatus is not required, but I can tell you it's encouraged for a number of the following reasons, and these are just a few of the reasons. Number one, if you own it, you can share your experience with it. If you own it, you can explain its benefits to your customers a whole lot better. If you own it, you actually can demonstrate confidence in it. How? Just simply by making the purchase, simply by being a product of the product and showing your commitment to your education. By owning it, you demonstrate confidence in it to your prospect. And if you own it, you get to enjoy the benefits, and you get to learn how to invest so that you can build long-term secure wealth through real estate investing. Also, if you own it, your success with it will inspire others to own it. In other words, the game of follow the leader. They're going to do what you do. On the flip side of that, if you don't own it, well, then it undermines your own personal credibility and the credibility of the company and the validity of the benefits that can be received through our education. It's very important that individuals become a product of the product if they're really going to drive success and inspire others to do so as well. Talk a little bit about time management. Time management. I would encourage you to calendar your day, each and every day. If you're going to be in money-making activities, you're going to treat your business like a business, you got to calendar your day so at the end of your day, you've got something to show for it, rather than just a day full of activity but no accomplishment. Every morning, you should have planning time. Every single morning, you ought to take a few minutes and just sit down with your planner, your calendar, and just map out your day. What have you got to accomplish? What do you need to do? Who do you need to talk to? What follow-ups have you doing? What prospecting have you got to get done? Everything ought to be accounted for in that planning time, prospecting time, follow-up time, event time, training time, work time, family time, church time, play time, your time, all of it. And then at the end of the day, you want to do a daily review of the time that you spent. In other words, you want to have planning time in the morning and a review or accountability review time in the evening so that you can look back on the day and say, okay, how did I do? Because you always want to be setting goals to improve for the next day. You always want to be about constant, never-ending improvement. And I would encourage you to do so. If you'll take a few minutes in the morning, plan out your day, take a few minutes in the evening for accountability review, and to really take a look at how your day went, you will improve day in and day out to where you've really got this down and time management is no longer a challenge for you. Let's talk about communication. Communication is another key when it comes to treating your business like a business. You need to ensure that your mentor, as well as the company, have got your correct information. When I say that, and you know what, I think I'll back up just a little bit here so I can spend a moment on this. When I say make sure your mentor and the company have your correct information, one of the simplest, easiest ways to achieve that is go into your business center and in the personal info tab section, make sure that your contact information is correct. If you're expecting a check from the company and you want it to actually arrive where you live, you have to make sure that the information in the business center in your personal info tab is correct. That's what we go off of. If you change that address, that's where your checks are going to follow. If you change that address, that's where your corresponding mail is going to be sent to. If you change that contact number or email, well, that's how we can get a hold of you, and that's how your mentor will know how to get a hold of you. So please make sure that that information is fresh and current and accurate. The next thing is this. Make sure that those you need to hear from aren't filtered or blocked in your email filter. So give them permission. Make sure that the company, Renatus, is set up to receive, or I should say bypass filters and so forth, so that you receive all of the correspondence that's coming from the company. I'd encourage you to get a Renatus dedicated email address. I mean, I don't care whether it's Yahoo or Hotmail or Gmail or whoever it is. Sometimes it really helps just to have a Renatus dedicated email address so that the company can correspond with you and you can correspond with us and make sure that we bypass the filters and don't get blocked. And also so that if you ever decide to get rid of one of those other emails out there that have a billion spam messages coming to you, it doesn't interrupt the communication that comes from the company. And then check your email daily. Now, I know we live in a day and age when a lot of folks have kind of, moved to texting. I would encourage you in this business to make sure that you're checking your email on a daily basis so that you are constantly in communication with the company. You got your finger on the pulse. And then do this. Please read the correspondence that comes to you. I can't even tell you how many times individuals call into customer service and ask questions. Questions where we just sent the answers. Questions that were just handled and taken care of and answered in the field through the correspondence that the company sends out. But instead of reading the correspondence that comes to you, too many individuals just want to pick up the phone, tie up customer service lines with questions that otherwise could have been answered if they just take responsibility for their own business. So it's not just treating your business like a business, it's taking responsibility for your own business. Talk a little bit about daily personal development. That's another key. Daily personal development starts here. Success in this business is all about the process of becoming. You'll hear that from me over and over and over again, the process of becoming. It's character versus skills. Now, we'll teach you how to develop really good, solid skills. We'll teach you how to phone contact. We'll teach you how to personally contact. We'll teach you how to talk to people, how to work with people, how to connect with people, how to be genuine, authentic in dealing with people. We can teach you some fantastic skills. Character is not what you can do. That's what skills are. Character is who you are. Personal development in this business is critically important because people will be drawn more to who you are than what you can do. Now, they certainly want to see that you've got some skills, but they're going to follow long-term a person of character. I would encourage you to set time aside every single day to read. Read. The books you don't read can't help you. And if you will make a daily regimen of personal development through reading, you'll be amazed at how your life can be transformed. Audios. I would encourage you to turn your automobile into a university on wheels and to get your hands on as many powerful, life-changing, informational audio programs as you can get. You need to get trained, you need to get educated, and you need to get busy. Getting trained is all about really learning how to build a Renatus marketing business. Getting educated is all about how to take the education that you've purchased and now become a seasoned real estate investor applying the education that you've received. And then getting busy is just taking action. Get trained, get educated, get busy. What are your daily action steps? If you want results, I'm here to tell you, results follow activity. They always do, they always will. But you've got to have the right kinds of activity, and you've got to be able to hold yourself accountable so you can go back and do a little bit of review. You need to take a look at the number of new leads you're generating, the number of calls that you're making, the number of appointments that you set, the number of appointments that get kept, number of attendees who purchase, the number of no-buys you follow up with, the number of conference calls that you participate in, and the number of events you attend. These are just a few of the things that you want to track on a daily basis. I've actually created a daily accountability card so that you can truly track your numbers. Track your numbers, report your numbers, improve on your numbers, and where performance is measured, performance improves. That means take self-inventory morning and night, your planning session in the morning and your accountability review at night, and then commit to be better tomorrow than you were today. This daily accountability card that you have in front of you is something that I have used for years in mentoring and training, so many individuals, dozens and dozens and dozens of individuals who were solid six-figure annual earners, some of which were seven-figure annual earners, and I went through the same material with every single one of them. I wanted to know how effective they were being. Were they confusing activity with accomplishment? Or were they really striving to get the kind of results that I knew they were capable of? So we would walk through our accountability card, which you have in front of you. And I wanted to know what lead sources they were using. I wanted to know how many leads they were generating. How many prospects did they call on a daily basis or a weekly basis? How many prospects did they reach? See, because if they're calling a lot of folks but they're not reaching anybody, that shows me that either they're calling at the wrong time of day or the lead source isn't very good. How many prospects committed to come to an event? So if they're talking to a lot of individuals, that shows me that the lead source is pretty good, but I want to know how effective they're being in getting commitments for event attendance. If they've got a lot of folks that are committing to come to an event, but unfortunately they have very few individuals showing up as promised, we got a problem. I know there's a breakdown there, and that's where we need to focus some of our time. The beautiful thing about this card is that it helps you to really examine yourself and your business and pinpoint and identify the points of weakness so that you can make them stronger. How many of your prospects that came to a presentation actually signed up as an ITA? How many of them purchased the Essentials course? How many of those that didn't purchase anything did you have follow-ups with? See, if you use the card, you'll be able to see very clearly, very quickly, where the problems lie. You know, any physician will tell you this, that they need to be able to investigate, ask good probing investigative questions so that they can diagnose the problem before they can ever prescribe a solution. It's the same thing in our business. You need to really get clear. You need to diagnose. You need to create a real clear vision or picture of your business and what you're good at and where you're weak at. And once you then have been able to diagnose the challenge, then you can prescribe a solution for the challenge. Now remember this, events absolutely, positively drive your business. They're the lifeblood of our business. They truly are. And the systematized sales process works because of strategically designed, purpose-driven events. It's much like courting. You'll hear that so many times in this 10-step training. It's much like courting. It's getting to know someone, getting them to a conference call, getting them to watch a video, getting them on a webinar, or getting them to, to meet you for lunch or something of that nature. And then taking them from that event and that exposure to the business to the next and to the next and to the next. Maybe it goes maybe the next exposure is a cash flow game or a real estate workshop or a real deal tour, an intensive. Whatever it might be, the systematized process works because of strategically designed, purpose-driven events. And market expansion across the country is facilitated through these events. Field training is facilitated through these events. Culture and communities are developed through these events. Leaders are developed and identified through these events. Your success and the success of your future team is absolutely dependent on these events. And I can tell you this, that those with the biggest incomes are those who build for and attend weekly, monthly, and annual events. They're also those individuals who never, ever miss a major event. Another plug for the national conference. I can tell you this, not everybody in our company makes $10,000 a month, but I can promise you this, every single person making $10,000 a month will be at the national conference. There's a lot of folks who may miss the opportunity. They're not making the money. They're not coming to the events. Those who are making the money, they are coming to the events. That's a clue. Also, you need to review the Renatus calendar daily. Yeah, I mean, things change quickly, and you need to be informed ahead of those changes. If an event host has to make a shift, change a time, change a venue, they're going to throw that on the calendar, so you need to be checking it on a regular basis, not just take it for granted that that event is going to go off as scheduled. And remember, just as we've already previously said in the personal development section that the books you don't read can't help you, trust me, the events you don't attend can't help you either. Now, what kinds of events do we have to participate in? First of all, we have the Renatus Income Opportunity presentations where you can invite guests. You've got the Renatus Income Opportunity webinars. If you can't get to the guest to the meeting, well, you take the meeting to the guest. Renatus Intensives, Super Saturday trainings, cash flow games, regional trainings, Renatus National Conference, community events such as real deal tours and things of that nature. Founders webinar, just like you're participating on this evening. Team calls and training calls. All of these, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a live event, whether it's a recorded event, they are all event types that when you drive a prospect from one event to the next event to the next event, the more events they attend, the closer they get to getting involved with our business and joining you and your team. If you're going to treat your business like a business, you got to make sure you also read the Independent Marketing Affiliate Guide. The Marketing Affiliate Guide is your Renatus rule book. It sets things up. It contains company policy and operating procedures. It contains your IMA code of conduct, conflict and of interest policy. It has basic sales policies that are outlined in the IMA guide. Complaint resolution procedure, prohibited practices, activities and representations. Anti-spam policy is a part of the IMA guide. There's so much contained in that document. I know for some individuals it's not what I would call light reading. It's not the most exciting reading, but it'll keep you here in the game long term, and that's why you need to make sure that you read the IMA guide. You will find a copy in your business center under corporate documents. Go in, take a look, read that thing, and know the rules of the game so that you can play by the rules. And remember this, the winner's creed. If you truly are going to treat your business like a business, then you have to remember the winner's creed. It is, if it is to be, it's up to me.